Hello, everybody. So, today we're going to be going over just what Canvas is. I know that this is something that maybe some of you are familiar of, some of you this may be brand new. But Canvas is something that's used at St. John's every day. You'll hear check Canvas, or it wasn't on Canvas, or make sure you upload this to Canvas, look on Canvas for that. You're going to hear that a lot. So, what does that mean? Okay, well, essentially, Canvas is a website or an app known as a learning management system. A learning management system connects students and teachers electronically so that they can communicate and have the learning process on an online basis. This does not mean that we're designing e learning or online courses. It just means that what we do in the classroom can also be accessed online, and we use the internet to help us organize and create transparency in our teaching. So basically, students will log on to Canvas to see what assignments they have, when they're due, what's going on in class for that day. Teachers will use Canvas to upload assignments, to create lessons, to grade, and to do most of the things that are involved in the teaching process. Canvas can be used as little or as much as possible. Obviously, at St. John's, we would encourage you to use Canvas as much as possible. But it's a learning management system. Some other things you may have heard about that are similar to this is maybe you heard of Blackboard or Moodle or Google Classroom. They all do essentially the same thing, and that is connect teachers and students on the through the internet to create a learning process that can also be done online. Why is it useful? Well, let's sit here and think for a second. Most of us have had the problem where we've come into school starts in 30 minutes, and we need to go print out our worksheets or our note sheets or whatever our course materials are for that day, and we go to the copy room and the printer's jammed. What are we supposed to do here? Well, we try to get through the day. Things are less efficient than we would have liked them to be, and maybe learning isn't as impactful. What's good about Canvas is there's not a lot of paper clutter, because rather than printing out these worksheets or resources you need for class, you just upload them online and students download an electronic version. So essentially, the only days you're really printing anything out is your traditional paper and pencil test. Not to mention, when students submit assignments, you're not getting a paper assignment that you need to organize, collect, put in a pile for grading. It's all done electronically. So on your computer, it'll say, hey, you have 55 submissions to grade for this assignment. Or, hey, upcoming, you have an assignment that's due in 2 days. Things like that are all done for you. They're put on a calendar. You don't need to worry about, did I lose this whole stack of papers, or so and so claims that they turned it in. They're really a good student and I normally trust them, but I can't find their paper anywhere. There's none of that. It's all online and it's easy to access. Second, it builds student accountability. The reason why is because they all have access to Canvas. They all see the due dates, they're sent to them automatically. So you don't have a student going, well, I was absent this day, I missed it. Well, did you look on Canvas? Because it was all on there. There's no, the dog ate my homework, because it's not a piece of paper, it's on their iPad, and you'll easily be able to see if they have it with them. So it does do a good job of making it easy for a teacher to build accountability with their students. Next, it creates an archive for teachers. What this means is, when you've taught a course more than once, you might sit there when you're planning the next year and go, wait, what was that really good lesson I had last year? You go back to last year's course and find it. Or you may sit there and go, gosh, I really can't tell. How's my pacing doing this year? You could go back to last year, look at where you were at a certain date and go, oh, wow, I was actually a week ahead of schedule. I'm doing pretty well. So this archive is a great thing for teachers. For students, it's great because it's going to develop technology literacy skills. Now, one common misconception is that students they're young, so they just automatically understand how to use technology. That is not true. So just wait till you get a couple emails from students and you realize there's quite a few skills that we need to teach them. And email is just one of the many things. For example, many of my students didn't know the difference between a Word document and a PDF. That's something that I had to go through with them. and just one of the many lessons that you'll have throughout the year in helping them use technology. Next, I said it organizes the course, which is an excellent thing. It makes it so that the course is broken down into units and it's easily accessible to find where you're at in the course and for the students to know where they're at in the course. Lastly, it creates this transparency between students and teachers. The reason why I say that is there's no misconception about when a due date was. There was no, oh, I forgot to copy that down in my agenda, or I wasn't here that day, so I didn't get the notes and I couldn't find the information from a friend. It's just all right there. The students post, or the teachers post the information, and it's there for the students to read it. So Canvas can be an incredibly useful tool, and I look forward to teaching you more about its features throughout the next few days. Thank you for paying attention, and I appreciate your effort.